Please welcome, his talk is called Why the 5G Rollout Might Crush Our Health and What to Do About It. Please welcome French-Canadian Nicolas Pineault.
I love this tool. My favorite one. It's a Cornet ED88T electrosmog meter. And right now, it makes me able to hear the electromagnetic field, EMF, environment in this room. Right now, it's telling me two things. First, good news, there's no cell tower near this place because it would have sounded like high-pitched laser beams, basically. So, good thing. There's one Verizon tower at 1 kilometer from here. So we're in a fairly isolated area. However, if you were in downtown San Diego, you would be exposed to 13 towers in 1 square kilometer. Number two, it's telling me that you guys love your smartphones. Seriously. And I'm not telling you this today to make you run away in fear, but to make you aware that even though we cannot hear, see, or even feel EMFs from 3G, 4G technology, it doesn't mean that it's not real. It's very real for people suffering from something called EHS, electro-hypersensitivity. That's 3% of the population. And I'm talking about debilitating kind of better call Saul style symptoms like nervous system disorders, anxiety, insomnia, tinnitus, you name it. These people couldn't stand in this room right now with these levels. We're at about 1 volt per meter right now. And building biologists and people from the European Academy of Environmental Medicine are telling them to stay below 0.02 at all times so they can manage their symptoms. So it's not good for them. And there's also 35% of the population, believe it or not, that's affected from mild to moderate symptoms of EHS. And these symptoms get worse if you live within 500 meters of one single tower. The main problem here is that the mainstream doesn't know these things, doesn't recognize that these effects are real. And we're moving forward to go to 5G, the next wireless revolution. I'm talking about a revolution that's even bigger than the iPhone was a couple of years back. Very exciting. 10 to 1,000 times the speed and enabling the widespread use of autonomous cars. Now, to make that happen, we're going to have to change how we do things because this is a lot of speed. So we have to support 5G by introducing something called small cells. It means that you're going to have small clusters of cell phone towers all over the place at every 2 to 10 homes in residential areas. So the levels are going to increase and the EHS is going to increase. Now the question is, are these effects exactly how is that going to affect our health? The truth is, I could tell you and do some good fear-mongering right here and tell you that it's basically 5G rollout is the next 2012. But in reality, there's a lot of stuff that we don't know. We don't even know when 5G is going to be rolled out. Some say 2020, 2025. Even the industry itself doesn't know. The second thing that we don't know is, well, what are the health effects that we can expect from this kind of technology? And all of these cell phone towers in downtown Houston right now as we speak, there's 26 antennas, double San Diego, because they're testing 5G, 26 per square kilometer. So the early studies are showing that millimeter waves, that's the new frequencies that 5G will use, 30 to 60 gigahertz. That's way higher than the microwave that we have at the moment, just 1 to 3 gigahertz, they will affect surfaces way more. This is very high power, very short distance, hence the clusters of antennas. And we might see diseases of the skin, eyes, and ears, but it's really, the studies are too early to tell. So I asked myself the question as an investigative health journalist, what can we do really about it? Because it's kind of inevitable, right? Well, the number one step that you have to keep in mind is you have to educate your patients to reduce their EMF exposure today. Because the more time that they spend in the low EMF environment, the more they will be able to handle the high EMF 5G environment outside. And I also think it's time that we ditch the word electrosensitive altogether because it kind of makes it sound like half the population is immune to the problem. In reality, EMFs need to be put in the same category as cigarette smoke and pesticides and sugar. The less exposed you are, the better off you'll be. And with background levels in this very room, a quadrillion times higher than our ancestors were ever exposed to, I can tell you that everyone's EMF diet right here is definitely not paleo. Thank you.